Well, if you're having a hard time getting around New York City, then you already know a gridlock alert is now in effect. You can expect massive traffic over the next few days as world leaders attend the United Nations General Assembly on the east side. 140 heads of state are attending. That's nearly double the diplomats who attended in person last year. CeFaan Kim is live on the east side with more. CeFaan?
Well, Sade, it is that time of year when Eastsiders know to give themselves extra time and the rest of the city knows to avoid this area. And this year, it might be extra painful. It's that sound on the east side, reminding New Yorkers it's UN week. And along with the main course of snarled traffic and pedestrian mazes are the appetizers, protests over international affairs, a dash of domestic politics, and King Charles critics. You name it, it's all here. A congestion of leaders from across the world and views from across the political spectrum.
1 out of 10, 25.
It means if you were stuck behind the wheel today, you were also stuck in traffic.
I had to go through bus lanes, bike lanes, everything. It was bad. Yeah, it was really bad.
Although this cabbie figured out how to avoid this headache.
The best traffic, the best way is...
And this year's UN week may have something extra gridlock and extra traffic for two reasons. First, the United Nations General Assembly returns with nearly double the diplomats that attended in person last year. Many world leaders addressed the General Assembly virtually for the past 2 years, but now they're being required to address the body in person. And second, unlike previous years, when world leaders slowly streamed in over the weekend, the city is expecting a flood of diplomats to start arriving today all at once following the Queen's funeral.
More heads of state to protect, more staffing needed, right? More disruption, more motorcades moving around than we had last year, than we had the year before. This is the largest UN event we've had in a number of years.
And with that comes street closures. First Avenue between 42nd and 48th Streets and 44th to 46th Streets between 1st and 2nd Avenues. The FDR will also be subject to intermittent unplanned closures, while other streets nearby will have fewer traffic lanes than usual. Expect the worst between 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.
There will be hundreds of motorcades moving around the city, sometimes simultaneously. There will be security checkpoints. There will be street closures, detours, and other driving restrictions, including unannounced traffic freezes.
President Biden, meanwhile, arrives in the city tomorrow and addresses the UN on Wednesday.